Hi spoon crafters and bush carvers out there, this is Max from Woodsman's Finest, and this is the first episode of Spoon Carving 101. I'm coming at you from Upper Austria, my suburban half countryside-ish little area here. There's a lot of noise around, I hope you don't mind, guys. One idea behind the series that I have in my head for such a long time is to really come at you with videos on a very high frequency basis. That means as well that I'm trying to keep all the the surroundings and all these things rather simple, basic. I'm not driving anymore to all kind of amazing locations. In Canada it was possible, just going to a beautiful location around the corner, bringing my little stomp and doing videos and stuff, but here it's really important for me to just come at you with frequent information. So the Spoon Carving 101 series is in my head for at least 1 or 2 years. I have so many ideas about different episodes, and what I want to do is, after covering the basics in a couple of videos, I really want to go into detail. Now even this introduction video has already so much information that I try to get everything out there to you. Spoon Carving 101 is meant to introduce you to spoon carving with axe and knife first. So I want to teach you how to make something like this using an axe and a set of knives. After covering the basics, like I said, what you need, different woods, basic carving methods, what I'm gonna be doing, it's more or less gonna be a spoon carving blog, vlog, whatever you want to call it. There's so many details, so many little things, so many methods and things that I gave a name already while I'm doing it, that I just want to cover it in 5 to 10 minute videos while I'm carving. So what I'm going to be doing is, as I'm doing this for a living, for a job, as part of my living, being a craftsman, doing custom knives, leather work and different kind of carvings, I'm doing this on a daily basis. So I want to bring the camera with me now that I have a much better camera, and I just gonna, as I'm doing it, I'm gonna take you through little details of the methods that I'm using. Now you know that I have already a bunch of videos out there. There is a basic video series about the CCC carving method, and the CCC, circumference, crank and cleaning, is going to be the base as well for our Spoon Carving 101 video series. Now then, of course, I have my spoon carving toolkit that I'm going to refer to a lot, especially when I use certain tools. I for sure gonna get the questions, what tools are you using, what tool is that specific one. So in that case, I'm just gonna put a little link in the video, a little box where I just want to refer you to the specific video. Is it gonna be my signature carving axe, craft carver? Is it gonna be Reed Schwartz Sloyd knife? Is it gonna be Nick Westerman Morris Lloyd knife? Whatever it's going to be, you're going to be able to access those videos. And then in those videos, of course, there's going to be the information of where to get them, or I'm going to have a link in the description box for my own Amazon shop if you want to buy a Mora, and there's going to be a lot of reasons for you to probably buy a Mora knife, as we're going to see in one of the first videos, which is going to be called Spoon Carving 101, what do I need? Then it would be awesome if you just use the link, which does not cost you a dime more, but it's gonna get me a little bit of a commission. And this video is gonna take me a lot of time, and I'm gonna find maybe a couple of ways to really, as this is part of my job, get a little bit of a benefit from it. One thing, of course, for all of the videos I'm doing, videos everybody is doing, no matter what, I think the basic benefit is going to be that whoever gets information out to you, if you had, if you watched it, if you enjoyed watching it, if you got anything out of it, just leave a thumbs up, a little feedback, a comment, whatever. And if you want to keep going with it, subscribe to the channel, then you're always going to be notified when there's a new video out. Especially with a spoon carving detail course that's gonna go over a long period of time with little videos going about different little details. It's not only gonna be the carving method, it's gonna be oh, I have a new compound for sharpening that I really want to share with you. Whatever new things I'm gonna be trying, new tools. The new tool is gonna be, of course, in the Carving X series or in the Spoon Carving Toolkit series. But if I have a new design, for example, or a design element that I'm gonna be doing, and it teaches me something, I'm probably gonna put it in here. Then, of course, another thing that's gonna be part of the Spoon Carving 101 series is gonna be shoutouts. So I'm gonna be doing a shoutout to a certain maker, a certain person that inspired me, a certain person that I learned something from, since I learned all of these things somewhere as well. I'm gonna put it in the description box as well, their information, and you know, I just gonna mention them. Today's shoutout is going to Jeff Lots of Wood, a good old friend of mine, always extremely focused, also always very hardworking, making spoons, making train, making kuksas. We spent a year together in a 20 square meter shop. He invited me to his home to work with him in Canada for 1 year. I love this guy. He's an amazing person, amazing father, amazing friend. I learned tons from him about focusing, about production mindset, about all kind of things. I don't even know where to start or where to stop. He completely changed his business very recently and now makes some of the most amazing inlaid wooden wrapped rings that I've ever seen, with antler and stabilized wood and gold inlays, just amazing. So my shout out today is going to Jeff and his new business Ring&Grove. I'm gonna put the link to his Etsy shop and to his Instagram page down into the description box. So shout out, thanks Jeff, love you man. Okay, so this is how things gonna go, and I thought for a first episode, after now I just wanted to give you a little bit of an outlining of what it's gonna be, and before the light is completely gone, I wanted to get you just a couple of minutes of an idea why I'm carving spoons at all. I grew up in first urban, then a little bit more countryside, Tyrol, the Alps area of Austria, and I was always, ever since I was a kid, absolutely fascinated, obsessed with knives and axes, with epic, legendary stories and heroes and movies and all of that kind of stuff. So jumping around basically outside in a loincloth and with bow and arrow ever since I can remember, and that's not even a joke. So my family really being supportive with my little bit of an odd obsession, especially when you come from Austria, where these kind of things are really, you know, people either study at university or they go into a trade. And neither of that was really, you know, fascinating me that much. So I got my knives and my bows and arrows and everything when I was a kid. But eventually, after spending a few years studying archaeology and early history in Innsbruck, in Tyrol, I finished my biology degree, and all during my university time I was really drawn to finally, as a grown-up, being able to get me certain tools. The internet was so helpful, YouTube, getting into certain Facebook groups, etc, etc, and I was so happy about being able finally to put my blades to work, because this kind of frustration, having my little knife collection and all of this, not really knowing that much about knives, just being fascinated with all these things. Then I got me my first little wildlife hatchet from Gränsfors Brooks, and you know, bushcraft wasn't really big in Austria yet. There was, you know, no game to skin or scalps to take, so to say, and I really wanted to do something with them. And then I picked up this spoon carving video somewhere on YouTube. I think it was one of the really nice ones by, who was it? I think Jared Stone Dahl, another incredible maker. And so I watched this and I got so stoked, and it dawned on me that this is gonna be the way for me to put my blades to work and finally being able to understand them better. Now, what I realized at this point, and along the way especially, is that the skill of making something with axe and knife is opening a world and realm to you that is limitless, in a way. As soon as you understand maintaining and using tools, edge tools, very basic ones, or more complicated ones like planes and spoke shifts, but for me especially, ancient tried and proven axes and different knives from different cultures, Japanese, Canadian West Coast style, European, Scandinavian. You can make bowls, spoons, plates, so many different utility items. Build a house, use an axe, saws and a knife, build a house, you know what I mean? A bow, I just recently made a hunting bow and hunted in northern Canada for grouse with a hickory bow that I made with an axe and a knife. And this was the answer to my obsession, to my fascination. I used the knives further for leather craft, started making knives, you know, and the circle kind of closed. So this kind of fascination and the skill set is something I want to give to you. Now, why do I feel like I want to teach this? I was always a very outgoing person when it comes to skills. I learned a lot from the web, from certain books, and all of this kind of stuff is going to be part of the SpoonCarving 101 series as well. I want to point you towards certain directions, especially if you're a beginner. Where to go, what other videos to watch. I don't want to keep to myself what I recommend as well. So I might go ahead and just tell you, search this name, search that name, and that's as well part of the shoutout, of course. So every episode is going to have these parts. So again, why did I want to teach? I was a martial arts teacher for a long time. Different things, capoeira I learned in Brazil, Japanese martial arts, traditional swordsmanship that I learned in Japan. And when I'm very confident about something, I really enjoy giving it to somebody else. And then while I'm carving and while I'm doing something, constantly my mind is thinking about how to put that into a system, how to put that into a method. How can I call something with a good keyword so that it's going to be easy for somebody to remember. That was my idea as well when I came up with the CCC method of spoon carving. So my hope is going to be that after me doing this for 6 or 7 years now, it's going to be my 7th year now, and doing it as a job for about 2 years, 2.5 years now, it's going to be, it's my hope that I can put the information, all the little twists and little, details into vlog style little videos that you can always kind of come back to. Yeah, I think this is pretty much what I wanted to share with you in this introduction video. Why I started spoon carving. There's going to be now starting a basic series. We're going to start with what do I need, what woods are good for you to begin with, etc. And it's going to be probably 5 or 6, maybe a little bit less videos of very, very basics, and then we're gonna start with smaller details. Part of the basics videos is probably as well gonna be that I just gonna take you through I don't know how to get from this with the CCC method to this, which I just finished. So yeah, that's gonna be very basic, a couple of videos of axing and knife, and then after that we're gonna go more into detail. So if you're stoked about this series, I definitely am. It's a huge topic, so I'm a little bit afraid right now because there's gonna be tens of videos probably, and they're gonna keep going over a long time, so I don't even try to grasp it all right now. I'm just trying to think about the next step, It might not even all be in chronological order or in any kind of really special order, except for the basic videos. But I'm really stoked about it, and if you are, it would be awesome if you just take this video, you like it, you tell me what you think about it. Very important as well, questions, since I can't answer them via email all the time because there's too many. If you have a question, send it to me. I'm gonna write it down. I'm gonna answer it in a Q&A video, which is gonna be out there every now and then, or one big one, I don't know. So that's another really big thing. Questions, write them down, send them to me, put them in the description box. I'm gonna attend to them as soon as I can. And yeah, share the video if you have somebody else who might be interested in this. Just take the video, put it on your Facebook channel or something like that, your Facebook page. Put the name of somebody underneath who might be interested in it, and I'm gonna be very grateful if you do so. It was a long day. I'm gonna wrap it up now. Stay safe wherever you are. Thanks for watching, and I'm gonna see you next time.